Hey guys, what's up? Chip here. Welcome to the Chatterbot newsletter podcast radio series. I'm your host, Chip Smith from Australia. I want to welcome you to today's show. We do apps and dapps. We set them in the blockchain and we spread out across the universe, across the interwebs, and we look for linguistics and data to hint at coming events. I have to say, I have to thank all of you guys. It's been very busy. I've got a lot of messages. I've got a lot of thanks, got a lot of emails. And it's been very busy here, especially the last 2 or 3 weeks, because we feel like there is a market event coming in a negative fashion. We've been talking about this for a while now, especially on the podcast. And I do believe that with the Evergrande news, which is a very large multinational Chinese Asian company, in terms of property, there's a lot of people losing money. They can't pay their interest. And we really feel that that could be one of the dominoes starting to fall in terms of the stock market world and the business world. So if it's up to me, I would be thinking this might end up in a negative fashion. I know that there's a lot of people saying, oh, well, this is too big to fail and all that. But eventually, what we're talking about and the reason why I got into crypto in the first place is because it's the cleansing of the bowel, meaning that it's an old system, the old collapsing system of the old financial ways, and a refreshing new start. So we're getting ready for the new financial system that's coming on board. It's not just crypto. I've actually got messages from about 3 of my members. One of those it's quite interesting. I think I have mentioned it here before, but they were telling me, hey, Chip, I have a son in the bank. He's learning a whole new different system. He's having a lot of trouble learning the whole system, and it's probably going to be set up, differently to what the banking system is right now. So that's what I'm talking about. For a new system to come in, as you know, you have to clean out the old system, and I do believe that while the new system coming is going to be refreshed, it's going to be fantastic. It's going to help people with really positive mentality and in abundance. And people who don't even have a lot of money can probably do well in the new system. So I think as we switch over, it's probably going to be a little bit tense. And I'm just sort of here to warn you that we're talking a lot about that lately. If I go across here to my Twitter, look, hey guys, our Twitter is getting a lot of attention. I can't believe that, we've been putting out things and maybe, tweets and predictions. And I have to thank you guys because I know a lot of my listeners here on this podcast are listening and tweeting and retweeting my tweets. So thank you very much. And if you are listening to this and you're trying to wonder or you are, guessing, I will give you the Twitter feed. And we're over there at twitter.com. So you can find us it's Litecoin @_bull. So that's the @ symbol, then Litecoin _bull. Or just do a search on Google and you will find us there. I got to tell you guys that we've been putting out stuff for years. And I think the reason why people are starting to look and really follow us and really listen to every word we're putting on there is first reason is words are everything. Words are a mystery to some people, but we know how magical they are. Words are changing our members' lives. Words can change your life. And in this world, you have to create your own world. So if you're talking and you're saying, oh, I'm a crap partner, I'm a crap wife, I'm a crap this, well, that's obviously going to bring more negativity and more negative events around. So what we're trying to teach over there is, number one, words count, be positive, shift to a positive mentality, and positive things will attract to you. I won't go into it too much here, but also realistically, our predictions on Twitter, it's really coming along fantastic. I know that I can't get everything right, but we are using blockchain to help predict the future, and linguistics and logarithmics. It's just been incredible. It kind of is funny for me, guys, because not only am I actually able to explain, hey, crypto is the future, crypto can predict things before they happen, but I'm actually showing you proof at the same time that what I'm saying is true. So we had a lot of haters on there, a lot of people saying, oh, you're shit, you're crap, this has not happened, blah, blah, blah. But it's kind of funny because all those people now are staying quiet. And we've had so many predictions come true. I mean, we can show these people that are haters and saying, you're crap or this is untrue. We can show them over and over how much proof we have. And because some of our big predictions have hit, I mean, a lot of people are jumping on the bandwagon. I have to say to you, I'm not big noting myself. I'm just a messenger because you guys are the real rock stars. We're just giving data, aren't we? We're just processing data. We're feeding people data. So it's not really up to me whether you take action on that or not. We've had one of our members make over $1 million, $1.1 million from one sentence from our newsletter. So when you think of just how powerful the predictiveness of logarithmics and algorithms and linguistic data, which is what I call it, it's absolute gold. It can change your life, it can change everything you do, and it can change your family's future if you just believe and think and create, this you can create your own world from anything, from one line of text, like one of my members. $1.1 million. He's actually in a country that's not doing well right now. So it gives him the ability to, create this income or create this wealth and move to anywhere in the world that he wants. So this is the power of blockchain. This is the power of what we do. Predictive linguistics is what I call it. There really is no one teaching this stuff in the world. And that's really why people attract to our business and the way we're doing things, our group, our tunneling, and everything we're doing in between. So thank you for that. And I've just noticed that there's probably I've probably seen about a 500% increase in our Twitter interactions, and I'm loving it because I know that Twitter's going to have a lot of problems in the future, but it's not just Twitter. You have to understand that some of these social media companies have been set up to create fakeness, to make you think a certain way, to create a false certain narrative, to create something that is false, but to make people believe in truth. And it's really, really sad. So while I find it, I'm kind of at the same time as I'm tweeting, I'm kind of mocking Twitter in a way because I really feel that down the track, not this year, but down the track, you know, companies like YouTube and Facebook and Instagram and blah, 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 all of them are in a lot of trouble right now because they keep censoring people and people who are trying to promote the truth. And I am one of those people, but I'm also of the opinion that, we're trying to help people make money at the same time. Now, while I'm doing that, I have planned. I think you guys understand that I've spent many, many, probably over 6, 7, 8 years planning what I have been doing now. So this has taken a long time. And I'm very proud of the fact of what I've done, but it's only sort of now that things can be out in the open. We can say, this and this and this. And, this, I sort of feel like even though my business has just been doing really well, it's been doing incredibly well, actually. I just sort of feel like things are snowballing now and people are starting to wake up. Now, they're not only waking up to crypto, they're waking up to like Trump's analogy of fake news. He's brought in this whole fake news. People are now thinking, oh shit, so the news and media that I've been growing up on have been promoting nothing but lies and bullshit. They're sort of, oh, really? And people are starting to get in shock. They're starting to think for themselves and they're starting to go to these other mediums like Twitter or social media and trying to find out the truth. But at the same time, as I keep saying, the social media companies are shutting people down for exposing fake news for what they are. So when it comes to crypto, I've been a little bit hesitant to speak out, but I don't really want to get in trouble because my Twitter's sort of taking off. But I have to sort of tell people that, yeah, the fake news media has been creating just this bullshit narrative and propaganda. And the same thing with COVID and the vaccines and all that sort of stuff. The vaccines, COVID wasn't, the vaccines weren't created for COVID. COVID was created for the vaccine. So these people are creating the solutions first and then causing the problem. So when you realize that you're in a world, you're in this matrix world, and you realize that our clients they're being paid huge amounts of money while all this is happening, or while this is unfolding, and while the old system and the old world is collapsing. And I find it funny that some of these big social media companies and Facebook and YouTube and Twitter, which were created to set up these false narratives, are now being used to help people wake up. So it's quite ironic, right? And these people that are telling a lot of lies about crypto and all this, that's all set up as well. And I don't like the fact that people are trying to, really hard to wake people up. But there's a lot of people that have just, they're so far gone. I'm not sure how they can be helped. But in getting to that, I put out a Twitter post. I said, it's in a very eventful year, 2021. But here are some of the linguistics and the bot predictions that we feel have a high prediction of playing out. So that would be, by Biden and him being removed as the president. Well, I know people are sort of thinking, well, duh. But we were talking about this a long time ago, and people were voting Biden in. And now people, you can see them sort of hinting and saying, oh, well, shit, I shouldn't have voted him in the first place. What an idiot I am. The second one was the Queen. We really feel that there's going to be a lot of news coming about the royals and the Queen. I think she's going to pass away, but there's the other side to that. You can check out my Twitter feed for that. But also, we feel that increasing inflation is going to come in, and that's going to cause a stock market crash or a really, really large dip in the stock market. And we were just telling people to get a big bag of popcorn. So as you can see, there's a lot of things playing out. I'm very happy. I just feel, guys, like I'm in the peak of my business career, because I have had in my younger years a lot of failures, a lot of upsets, a lot of just personal drama that I've went through, a medical drama as well, health issues. But I just feel like, maybe other forces are at play here to help me along and guide me along, because I'm very grateful to be in the position I am right now. I get to choose my hours, but I mean, there's so many people to help, and I just feel like, I get frustrated at times because there's just not enough hours in the day. I can't message everybody. People are constantly, oh, this and that, and asking questions. But I feel, while that is a bit frustrating, I do feel like I'm helping a lot of people, and I feel like I'm in that peak period of my life. It's really bizarre to explain. I just feel that I feel really healthy. Even though I'm working like a dog, I feel, my brain is coping with everything, and I feel like